Good evening or early morning, everybody. It's June 13, 2023 at 1:04 a.m. The reason this is so late is because the criminals put me to sleep as I was boiling water for coffee, as they have been doing since Manalapan, New Jersey. But anyway, what I'm going to read to you is an incident report that was a FOIA request that a subscriber to Muck Rock received. I had bookmarked this individual's file, which you can do. Anybody can bookmark anybody's file because these are public records, folks. The reason people would file a request through Muck Rock is to make that information, the government information, public. So this is a public record now. What this individual, I'm saying woman, it may not be a woman, right, who filed this report. But this is the North Haven Police Department in North Haven, Connecticut. This incident was October 22, 2017. This report was just received yesterday. Okay, so I'm going to read to you what it says, and there are some things that are redacted here. On October 27, 2017, the undersigned responded to blank on a report of harassing communication. Upon arrival, I met with blank, and the following was learned. Blank provided a letter that was sent to his neighbor's house at blank with his name and a picture of his driveway on the top. The letter is from an unknown party stating to blank neighbors that he is a gangstalker harassing this unknown party. The letter has a website explaining more of what gangstalker is, which is fightgangstalking.com. The letter states that it is a military community stalking program that puts people on a targeting list to harass them, and the unknown party believes they are on the list. The letter states that it is part of a quote-unquote secrecy government in an experiment to build a Soviet-style police state in America. The unknown party states in the letter he wanted to deliver the letter to neighbors to advise them. Blank stated that he has no idea who could have wrote the letter. Blank stated he works for blank, with blank stated he was unsure if he could have been any of his blank from work. Maybe that word is co-workers. Blank was told to advise police if any other letters are found or any other suspicious activity stated that he wanted the incident documented. So now when I turn the page, there's more information here, folks. I'll show you. The undersigned spoke with a Guilford detective, I won't mention the detective's name, who stated the following. Guilford has been receiving the same type of letters since 2014, and the police have previously investigated them. The suspect typically attaches a photograph of a person on the letter and types similar content to the one blank received. The suspect distributes the letters to multiple people in the area. There has been no indication of any of these incidents escalating. The detective previously processed the paperwork from this case, which yielded negative results. He was aware that other surrounding towns were also receiving similar type letters. Blank and blank were contacted and informed of the above information. Based on the undersigned training and experience, when a letter is void of any fingerprints, it indicates the suspect was wearing gloves when handling the paperwork. This case will be closed. So meanwhile, it's going on since 2014. This is dated 2017. And there are no investigations, no more investigations. Here you go, folks. Here's more information. So on September 8th, 2017, Blank arrived at headquarters, 8 Lindsay Street, and spoke with the undersigned regarding what they believed to be harassing communication. Blank stated the following, that on September 7, 2017, he received a letter in the mail labeled Resident North Haven. Of note, the letter was postmarked for September 5th, 2017, and was mailed out of Hartford. The letter stated the following: the name unknown, description, middle-aged female, black hair in a ponytail and glasses. Address, possibly blank. North Haven, vehicle, license plate. The individual name within is a gang-stalking perpetrator harassing me. Google the term gang-stalking so that you can understand what your tax dollars are paying for. A good website for this information is fightgangstalking.com. It is a military community stalking program. They hire people in the community to help. Innocent victims have their names put on a targeting list. Anyone can be put on the list, and once you're on it, you'll be on it for the rest of your life. It's coming from the CIA, mafia, and military. She is part of evil. This is happening in town. The undersigned observed the letter, which had no return address, and it was mailed out of Hartford, Connecticut. The undersigned did a Google search for the term fightgangstalking.com and saw a website that included information that stated police, government officials, and civilians can stalk you. Blank and Blank had no idea who would send a letter like this. Some of their neighbors received the same letters and brought it to their attention. Blank and Blank were concerned because they didn't know if the suspect's behavior would escalate to something more. This letter will be included in the case file. End of report. So, folks, here you have it. Evidence of letters being distributed within communities. A photo of your driveway, a photo of you, erroneous information, an unknown person sending the letters. This is propaganda, folks. This is what they did in Germany back in the old days. This is spreading propaganda and lies throughout communities. And people are buying into this, because everybody's got their little hand out in the kitty. So here you have it, folks. And I'll just scroll through this so that you can see the words here. So it first says 1 of 2 pages, 2 of 2 pages, and then there are 3 more pages on what I read to you. Isn't that interesting, folks? I'd like to read a letter minus the individual's name of somebody that has been following my channel. And the individual writes as follows. Let me just get an interesting image for you to look at. Let's see. Oops, I just knocked stuff over here. How about 1 second, folks. While I read. So anybody can be placed on the program. You know, if you piss off the neighbor's dog, you're on the program. So this is from a subscriber, and I thank you so much for your letter. I did respond to it. I have been following your YouTube channel. What you and your animals are going through is so very heartbreaking. It is hard to believe we are living through these most horrific and heinous hate crimes in the USA. That 2 DAs in 2 states are either part of or are standing down to these hate crimes is an abomination of the American legal system and the rule of law. I would go on a rant in what, in my opinion, is the extrajudicial killing of innocent American citizens and their pets. I do my best instead to hand over such wrath to God. I won't relay this personal information, but this person's been targeted at least since 2011. And they said that their targeting is very much like mine, wicked. And like you, I've gotten no help from law enforcement. I can't even hire an attorney to represent me. I watched she watched her dog get hit with something that made him scream and fall right over, and he passed away in 2015. And then there was another dog that she found half dead recently. The dog had to be euthanized. In their opinion, both dogs were tortured and murdered, and all with plausible deniability built into the framework of the endless torture, cruelty, and hate crimes against us women and against our pets, our babies. I pray PETA gets hold of your story and steps up for your animals. It is stunning how many animals have been murdered on your property, and there is a full stand down by those who have the power to do something about it. There is a stunning lack of law being enforced on obvious federal hate crimes against a woman, her cats, and birds. It is a stunning lack of compassion and empathy, a stunning lack of the very basic moral compass, a stunning lack of humanity. I pray Congress makes a bold move for justice on behalf of targeted individuals, their families, and their pets. However, with this program being allowed to operate on U.S. soil to the heinous degree it has been for so long as it has, well, it is very telling of any of their abilities to protect the American people. We are the American people. The executive branch and the whole of Congress and every agency tasked to protect us has failed us miserably. In my opinion, every one of these agencies has to be defunded for dereliction of duty. Maybe we can get the quote-unquote Lorraine and her animals bill passed. It's the most extraordinary, ordinary people in the world who make such great things happen. Remember, you're one of these people. I pray God protects you and all you love in this world. I pray you have His comfort and peace at this time of such grief. Thank you so much for that wonderful letter. And yes, it is an abomination that 2 attorney generals, one in New Jersey and here in Kentucky, Daniel Cameron, and their Criminal Investigations Division has not responded to me. I provided extraordinary evidence, undeniable evidence, photos, videos, testimony. I provided them photos of bullet holes in my no trespassing sign and photos of the bullets that were found. I provided them with a signed testimony, videos, audios of my neighbors. I provided them with the fact that I had a legal land survey performed. I provided them all of those FOIA requests. Of course, after I did that, Muckrock shut down my account. Talk about freedom of speech. What hypocrites Muckrock are. Censoring 41 public records. Speak about abominations. I've been so busy here, but I will in the future contact a citizen journalist to do a report on Muckrock and their censorship of government documents that they claim that they are a 501c3 non-profit public charity who receives grant from Zuckerberg and the old Twitter guy, amongst others. Really? They also specifically state on their website that they did not find it very useful for people to FOIA request information about gang stalking, so it's prohibited on their platform. But yet, this report here on gang stalking incidents was received, but this person's account wasn't shut down. Muckrock. Wow, look at this. Gangstalker. Gang stalking incident report from 2017, just received in 2023. Muckrock. Hypocrites censoring information. Wow. I can't wait to find that citizen journalist to blow the whistle on you guys. I can't wait. Sounds like you're in the pocket of some favorite Bureau of Instigation. So I'm looking forward to receiving your tax returns because no, they're not online. That's the response I got. Oh, they're online. No, they're not. That's why I asked for them. Why would I ask for them if they were online? They're not online. 3 years are missing. So I'll wait my 30 days out and then I'll contact the IRS that you haven't sent me the information I requested, Muckrock. So here you have it, folks. Proof. Letters were sent to this person's neighbors with his name and picture of his driveway. The unknown party told the neighbors he's a gang stalker, harassing this unknown party. And the letter states that it's a military community stalking program that puts people on a targeting list to harass them. And the unknown party believes that they're on the list. The letter states that it's part of a secret government, an experiment to build a Soviet-style police state in America. The unknown party states in the letter he is wanted to deliver the letter to neighbors to advise them. So here you go, folks. So when we call them the Stasi neighbors, it isn't far from the truth. And also, something that occurred to me, folks, you know how an individual's last name is very often indicative of their heritage. Like my last name, Valente, is obviously an Italian last name. It's not my entire heritage. But has anyone considered looking up the last names of their neighbors that participate in the stalking? And what their heritage might be, like of the German descent? Just saying. Go look it up. Find out your neighbors that are participating. Find out their last names. And do a little research on their last names. That'll give you a little clue also. But this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. Before I sign off, please hit the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It helps the channel grow and get the message out there. I look forward to your questions and comments down below. And anybody that would like a copy of this incident report, I have downloaded it. So I can provide you a copy if you send me a request. Just write in the subject heading police incident report to alternativehomesteading@gmail.com. So this is proof, evidence, that unknown people, likely Fusion Center operatives, the other criminals that need to be shut down. But why do we need 80 fusion centers, folks? What is the purpose of them collecting information other than to harass people? So this is evidence that unknown individuals are sending letters to neighbors. But I can attest to the fact that when I lived at 52 Sutton Drive in Manalapan, New Jersey, and yeah, I'm going to keep saying it, because I have a lot of newcomers to my channel who don't know where I lived before Kentucky. So when I lived there for 30 years as original owner, right, boys and girls, a lot of new neighbors moved in around me. I filed a lot of incident reports. And it's really interesting about the last name. Look up the last names of the people that you're aware of that are harassing you. And that goes for the police officers that are taking a report and falsifying them or not accurately reporting them. Or not creating the incident report at all. So anyway, I lost my train of thought. Now I'm tired. But I hope everybody has a good evening, because I know this is going out to people on the West Coast and you're still wide awake. This is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading, signing off for now.